Alrighty, folks, we are 7-0 in our last 7 crowd pleaser teasers on my premium site. 2-0 in our last couple of underdog tier package plays. And finally, folks, we are 2-0 in our last couple of college basketball tier package picks. And the good news is we have plays going off in all of those packages here today. And a good way to get access to all of those plays is to join my full access all-inclusive chairman package. Now, I also have over 1,245 members who are signed up and active on my premium site right now. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in just a moment. But before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my college basketball free pick video here today for Saturday, February 24th, 2024. Happy Saturday to you. Hopefully you got your weekend started off good. My name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of these plays on this video that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my college basketball tier package pick on my premium site. You're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on the free video and what I do on my premium site. Well, what I do here on the free video is I'll handicap the entire slate of games, or most of the games in any given sport, side and total. What I do on my premium site is, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I actually like the best. And if you want to get access to every single premium selection of mine, well, you may want to think about signing up for my full access all-inclusive chairman package. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And of course, if you don't need a full access pass, but maybe you could use like one premium selection a day, you may want to think about signing up for my $1.99 daily best play. It gives you one premium selection of mine every single day for the next 30 days. The math works out to be just 6 cents a day. And once again, folks, I'm 7-0 in my last 7 crowd pleaser teasers, 2-0 in my last couple of underdog tier package picks. And finally, folks, we are 2-0 in our last couple of college basketball tier package plays. And once again, all of those picks are included with your purchase of the chairman package. It's patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, if you don't sign up for a membership, no big deal, because we continue to produce free content right here on YouTube and TikTok. I'm just happy you're here watching me on the free videos. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with this Houston-Baylor game. Should be a good one. Talking about a 12 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Houston's -3, totals 135.5. And even though the Cougs are favored by a basket on the road here, they've actually done a terrible job covering the number in conference play. As a matter of fact, Houston's failed to cover in 5 out of their last 6 in-conference road games. When it comes to offensive production, well, they do not shoot very well when they travel. The Cougs are making just 39% of their field goals away from home this year. And of course, they're facing one of the more dominant defensive rebounding teams in the nation right now. And of course, I'm talking about Baylor. The Bears are 6th in the country right now in defensive boards per game. And of course, on the other end of the court, when it comes to offensive production, well, the Bears are certainly built for a track meet. They're currently a top 25 point producing roster, and they're making 40% of their three-pointers as a team. Jaden Nunn knocks down 45% of his 3 balls, double-digit points a game. Meanwhile, the big guy, 7-foot Yves Missi, he's averaging double-digit points a game himself, and he's making 65% of his attempts from the field. Now, injury-wise, Langston Love is battling a knee injury for Baylor. Keep an eye on him. Obviously, Love has been an integral piece in that long-range attack for Baylor. So even though he could be gimpy, I think you can still get him open for a couple of long-range shots. Now, total-wise, Baylor saw 3 out of their last 4 ball games stay under the total. They've also gone 8-5 to the under in Big 12 play this year. And, of course, Houston saw unders recently against the likes of Cincinnati, K-State, and Central Florida. Give me Baylor +3 under 135.5. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Duke, Wake Forest, 2 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Wake Forest is -3 at home, totals 151. And as good as Wake Forest has been this season, well, they typically have their hands full when they face Duke. They're just 2-8 straight up in their last 10 meetings with the Blue Devils. And when it comes to defensive play, they've really struggled slowing Duke down. The Deacs allowed 80 points a game on average in those 10 head-to-head contests with Duke I just mentioned. And of course, they're taking on a Blue Devils team who doesn't slow down. They're 12-3 this year in conference play, and they do score the majority of their points in the second half. They're averaging just about 44 second-half points a game, and they are a top 15 three-point shooting club. Jeremy Roach, he knocks down 46% of his attempts from downtown, second on the roster in scoring. Meanwhile, Filipowski, he's leading the program in points per game. Now, total-wise, Duke did see unders in their last 5 straight, 7-1 to the under in their last 8. Meanwhile, Wake Forest saw unders recently against the likes of Virginia, Georgia Tech, and this very Duke team. Give me the Blue Devils, +3, under 151. And our next and final breakdown for the video, we are going to stay in the ACC. It's going to be in that North Carolina-Virginia game. And that'll be a 4 o'clock Eastern tip-off. I'm not sure if I passed it or not. There it is. Anyway, UNC, they are -2.5 away from home. Totals 130. And I'll tell you, when it comes to getting on the scoreboard, North Carolina has little problems getting to the basket. They're a top 20 point-producing team in the nation. And even in the rare instance they miss a shot, well, the Tar Heels tend to get it right back. This is the 7th best offensive rebounding team in the country. And, of course, big Armando Bacot, he's leading the charge in that department. He's actually 11th in the country in rebounds per game. When it comes to offensive production, both Ingram and Davis, they're drilling over 40% of their attempts from beyond the arc. And although Virginia's been very tough to score against on defense, they're definitely not built for a track meet on offense. Very slow, time-consuming possessions. They're just not offensive juggernauts. They're actually averaging only 32 second-half points a game. They're nearly dead last in the entire country in that category. And even in the rare instance they get put to the foul line, the Cavaliers just don't capitalize. They're making only 64% of their attempts from the stripe. Now, total-wise, Virginia saw overs in 4 out of their last 7 contests, oddly enough. Meanwhile, out of UNC's last 5 ball games, the over cashed in all of those contests except for 1. Give me North Carolina -2.5, over 130. For that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Give me Baylor +3, under 135.5. Penn State -3.5, over 151. I'm 7-0, my last 7 crowd pleaser teasers on my premium site. The link is in my bio. Missouri +5, over 146.5. Notre Dame +6.5, over 133. BYU +1, over 147. NC State -4, under 149. Duke +3, under 151. Iowa +10, over 166. Cincinnati +4, under 146.5. South Carolina +3.5, under 137. Miami Hurricanes -7.5, over 148. North Carolina -2.5, over 130. Oklahoma Sooners +2, over 139. Texas Tech +1, over 140.5. Pitt Panthers -2.5, under 143. Auburn -7, over 151. Kansas Jayhawks -8, under 145. Florida State +9.5, over 151 and a hook. Colorado State +1, over 140. Washington State -5, over 139. Seton Hall -4.5, over 143. LSU +2.5, over 145 and a hook. Colorado Buffaloes -6, over 152. With my next and final free pick, give me the USC Trojans +5.5, over 133.